Goddard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Left side to Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action now, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. The center receiver in motion to the right. Prescott looks to throw on first. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short. but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll drop to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's first and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders are once again back in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Off the play fake, Prescott steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw again on second down. Prescott flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Prescott off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys 11. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. On the counter, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sly able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him in with field goals. Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done. We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 3rd and long for Prescott. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check pass, check pass. Read alert, read alert.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Come on.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On play action, they'll throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check smash! Check smash!
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
79!
They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw it. Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And Washington will have it on a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Prescott from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if it...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Hey, check that, street. Rig alert! Rig alert!
He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Dallas, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead.